What's good, party people? This is your friendly neighbor, Chad the Maverick, back again with another video. And today we're going to be going over Venus in the second house / Venus in Taurus. This is one of the highest points of Venus and one of the most at-home places of Venus. And pretty much the best way to put it is like this is Venus at its most comfortable state. Venus here, I'll put down as the archetype of this is called organic love, right? And the reason why I say it's organic love is because they know how to love someone and be able to they know how to practically love someone better than anyone else. They know how to show love through instances and situations better than anyone else does in the zodiac, as far as Venus is concerned. And so for them, love is supernatural. Everything's organic. They don't really force anything. They move very similar to how Mother Nature moves in this sense, right? Like Mother Nature is not in a rush. Mother Nature just does what she does. She's not in a rush. She's not worried about nobody else, but she does what she does, and she's able to build. She's able to create mountains over thousands of years. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's the type of vibe that, Mother Nature brings to the table. And on that end, that's kind of what Venus in the second house in Taurus really represents. This type of Mother Earth or building vibe, right? They understand that love to them is stability in a lot of senses. Because once they have this stability, they can create room to relax. They can create room to have you feel at your most relaxed. These are people that really love food. They love comforts. They love quality. They love giving gifts. They love sending cards. They love love. You get what I'm saying? But their sense of love is so natural that no one can really question it, right? These are the most natural type of lovers in the whole zodiac, from my opinion, right? So they're very consistent with how they love as well. They're very consistent. If they commit to you or they feel obliged to you, they'll put you as a part of their routine. They're not afraid to make that commitment, as long as they know that you're valuing them as much as they're valuing you. They're 100% down. They're so down, to be honest. Their consistency is admirable. They love figuring out new ways to suit the things that you really need. And that's what was honestly cool. They're not the most mutable. They won't change everything in a second. But they will, if you tell them something, they will take it may take them let's say a full week, but they will adjust that behavior. You get what I'm saying? They will stop, they will adjust it, they will change it up. And I think that's something that's super cool when it comes to Venus in the second house, because this is natural rulership. And it's kind of funny because it's because it's Venus in the second house and everything's so natural, I really don't have a lot to say about it, which is kind of crazy. All the other ones I had really to break down real information and break down why it works a certain way. But with Venus in the second, it's so natural to y'all just be kicking it back. I really don't have super much to pull through. Y'all move so proper. I don't. It's the opposite of Venus and Scorpio, and I'm Venus and Scorpio, so it's for me, love's all deep and whatever. But for Venus and the Taurus, it's they're fine. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of people where if they break up with someone, they can actually be friends with that person, legitimate friends with that person. And then their lovers will know, and they'll be fine with them being friends, and they'll literally just be friends. These are the people where it's the word is bond in that regard. You get what I'm saying? It's super cool. Shouts out to every Venus and Taurus, because y'all really show the rest of the zodiac what love's supposed to be like. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Venus and Taurus in my mind, in my head, he says all the time, is it's all love. Everything is love for him. It's it's all love. It's love, 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 love this, love that, love that. And it's but from my understanding is that it really is all love. And that's and that's what Venus and Taurus is here to teach everyone else. Everything's no, everything is love, that. And like I said, a lot of people are well, what does love mean? It's it's just love. And that's what Venus and Taurus and Venus in the second house understands and can bring to the table. Love is just the value of life, It's the value of being able to live. It's the value of being able to just breathe every day, wake up in the morning, It's the value of you being able to like have a morning coffee. It's the value of you being able to like drink a cup of water. Like Venus in the second brings that type of vibe to everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I can really say, to be honest. Y'all vibe. I can't explain it for real. Like, but you know, if you know watching this, like you know. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm breaking out the decans of Venus in the second / Taurus, which is way easier for me to do than try to explain to y'all what y'all already know. But so Venus in the ninth house, and Venus is the ruler of the 0 to 9 degrees decan. But which is I put the I put down for this one is like fine wine and dining, right? These are the Venus and Taurus people that like want to go to like a really nice restaurant, or they're I don't want to say restaurant because like, but they definitely have this real inclination for like food and the finer things, of like wine and crackers, but they know exactly which ones to get or which ones that you like type deal. Like they have like this mindset, but they are very food oriented. I'm not gonna lie. But food oriented isn't like they just like food. They just like the quality of sustenance, like the substance that they feel, like the groundedness that they feel after like a meal. I think that's the best way to put it. Like they just want to be able to like ground all of the things and like really chill out with their lover or like with their like people that they're cool with, people that they love. They want to be able to like sit down, just like watch a movie and chill. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like they have that type of vibe, and it's like you're gonna want to watch a movie with them. Like you're gonna enjoy watching like stuff with them because they know how to be in that moment and be in that space, and they're like so chill. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's so natural that you can't like nitpick at. It's dope. Super dope. Shouts out to y'all. So for the next decan, right, you have 10 to 19 degrees. And that's going to be the Mercury decan, right? And these are the people that are going to literally pay attention to all the values that you have and be able to like help you build on those values. So they pay attention and they're able to like really hone in and harness in on the things that you actually like. So if you mention that you like one thing to a Venus and Taurus within this decan once, they'll remember that. And then they'll find things that are around that, right? So for example, like growing up, I liked crystals. So if I told a Venus and Taurus like, oh, I like crystals, right? This is the type of person where it's like they'll find crystals, but they may not give me a specific crystal, but they'll find like other things similar to it. So they may not give me like crystal, but they'll be like, oh, hey, by the way, I found this salt lamp. It's similar to your vibe. What's up? They'll put you on to like really practical items and like valuable things that are tangible. Like they're able to be like, oh, well, I heard you like tea. By the way, I found this specific like tea mug or thermos that does X, Y, and Z. And like these are the type of people where it's like they know things like that. They're the plugs in that regard. Like they see those things that like work or the things that you may be interested in, and they're able to like plug you into it. So even in matters of love, like they're able to just like see and sense into those like type of values and feelings. So when it comes to the last decan of Venus in a second / Taurus, we have that in a Saturn decan, right? So when it's in a Saturn decan, these are the people that understand marriage at its core. So the best way to put this is that like the way marriage is set up to be, the way that marriage is supposed to be shown, the way that marriage is supposed to like really at its core reflect and show is what this particular Venus like is the ruler of. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the masters of the idea of this, because marriage isn't necessarily like everything's supposed to be perfect all the time. But what marriage is like y'all are supposed to build together all of the time. If you have an issue, you're supposed to work on it all of the time. If you have a great time, you're supposed to have a great time all of the time. Like it's weird. It's like they just understand like this real sense of like marriage, this real sense of commitment, this real sense of like sticking with an individual person and building with them forever. Like they just have this like, they have it like that. These people are going to be way more committed to like their lover than anybody else. They can, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just very true to it. They're very passionate about trying to do that, and they'll help other people do the same thing. So, you know, if you want to have real relationship advice and real, I want to stick with this person advice, you better find you a last decan Venus and Taurus, because they'll let you know. And a lot of the times they won't even say that it's about it won't be about anything like material. It won't be about anything that. It's just going to be about being there. And they'll explain it way cooler than I can, because mine is the other way around. But like they'll explain the idea of like being there, being consistent, and being open to like love and open to critique and open to all of that. They know how to explain that so much cooler than I can. But I know you get the vibe from what I'm saying though. But yeah, they understand like that marriage at its core and all of that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for Venus in a second / Venus. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe, show that commitment. Let me stop. But but yeah, so subscribe, comment, social media, Chad the Maverick all the way through. But yeah, thank you so much for showing up to the video. Have a good one. Deuce.